Spencer Lazara MMA interviews post-fight here at Bellator 170 alongside a living legend himself, Herschel Walker. It's been a few years.
Yes.
Haven't seen you for a little bit, but always love to come out to these MMA events, and having you here makes me feel like we're back at Strikeforce or something. The vibe in here is like those days when really Strikeforce was thriving.
It was a good time. So it was good to see Scott. Scott Coker and I have been friends for a long time. And it was great to see Tito win his last fight, as they call it. And, to beat Chael, who was a great fighter. And it was great to see Tito win.
Tito's retiring, obviously. I guess you're retired. I guess we're not going to get to see you grace the cage again, but it was sure fun while it lasted, while you did. Any hopes, though, when you watch like this that you're like, man, I want to do this?
Well, what I tell people all the time is I never retire. I'm always somewhere doing something crazy. So you never know when I may pop up again. But, I enjoy this, and being out here to see this here does get your juices flowing. But you also got to realize that there's a lot of young guys that's coming up that are great fighters, and just watching them is enough sometimes.
Yeah. Have you been training, though, and keeping active? What do you do to stay in shape?
No, I continue to train, and I've always have trained. Martial arts has been my life. I started martial arts when I was right at about 16, so it's something that I've always do and never will stop. So I absolutely love it.
Talk about now. We always hear this stuff about push-ups and sit-ups that you used to do. Break that down for us. And you never lifted weights, right? Can you just talk about that?
Well, no, I started doing sort of like isometrics when I was little. Where I was doing a lot of push-ups and sit-ups and body lifting, more like a gymnast. And I started it because, we didn't have the big weight programs that a lot of schools grew up with. And my mom is always saying we can't use that as excuses. People use excuses for everything in life, and that was not something I was going to do. So I started with the push-ups and sit-ups, and I've seen results from it, so I've been doing it all my life. And right now I'm still as healthy as a horse and still doing a lot of stuff I've always have done, so I haven't stopped.
You think that has to do with it? Maybe not, some of the training that you did do, that you're able to stay fit and stay healthy at your age?
Well, there's no doubt I think it has something to do with it. I think continuing to train, never getting my body completely out of shape, I think helps out, and I'm not putting a lot of stress on my joints. I think it helps. But I think if I play football today, I may try to get on a good weight program. If I play football today, that's something where I may try to get a little bit bigger. Guys are bigger, they're faster today than the day I play, so I would assume that I need to be bigger and faster as well.
Thoughts on the current season, of course. We've got the championship games tomorrow to see who goes to the Super Bowl. And any picks, any predictions?
Well, there's going to be 4 good games. Well, 2 good games, 4 good teams. I was sad to see Dallas lose. But, I think Atlanta and Green Bay is going to be a great game. And, I'm getting the edge. Being from Georgia, I'm giving the edge to Atlanta. But, you can't count Rodgers out. Rodgers is absolutely incredible. And now, if you go into New England, that is tough to beat New England there. But I tell you what, Big Ben is, it's a guessing game there as well. So that's what makes it, I think, kind of interesting to see Atlanta, if they can beat Rodgers, because Rodgers can make things happen, and then to see New England and then Pittsburgh go at it. So, I'm taking Atlanta, and then it's a toss-up, but I'm getting the edge to New England.
Home teams.
Yes, that's exactly
Who's the best running back this year and maybe all time?
Well, it's tough to say, because I tell you what, you can't take anything from Elliott. Elliott, the Cowboys played well, and you got to give him his due. So this year I have to give Elliott the nod. Well, he played very well. I think all times, and I've said it many times, I think you can't take anything from Walter Payton and also Barry Sanders. I think Walter Payton and Barry Sanders is absolutely incredible.
Thoughts on Fedor coming back? Obviously, that's a big news we got for this promotion, and a guy that you've watched for a long time.
Fedor, he's a living legend that have done a lot of things for this sports, and to see him come back, that's going to be awesome. The guy can fight, a smart fighter, a guy that's been doing it for a long time, so he's going to make something happen.
And thoughts, I hate to ask politics, but thoughts on Trump being inaugurated yesterday?
Well, I was happy to see that. I was happy to see it. A lot of people, there have been a lot of things that happened with all of it. But, you got to give the man a chance. One of the things that's great about this country, and I tell them, is you do have freedom of speech, and people have been using that all the time. Right now, Trump is in office. He's our president of the United States, and we got to support him, because we're at war. Whether people want to admit it or not, we're still at war. And when you're not supporting your leader, it makes it tough, because now your enemy is going to come harder at you. country. So he's our leader for right now, and that's who we got to support. And I'm behind him. You know, I've been with him. I know the man. I know his family. I know the type of guy he is, and I know he's going to work his butt off to make this country a great country, and I'm happy with it.
Always appreciate the time. Pleasure to see you and talk to you. Herschel Walker, Spencer Lazara, thanks for watching.
Thank you.